Hello, everyone's. I am here for my review of 911 on Fox, Season 5, Episode 15. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I am Lady T. I like to do reviews on scripted reality shows, and reactions. If you're returning, you one of my people, welcome back. So we don't have any comments from last week's episode, so we're gonna jump right on in. So we had this social media influencer. She's on her live bragging about, yes, I just got off of a PJ, private jet. And somebody was like, wouldn't you ride on this type of plane, like a regular, smuggler plane? She's like, yes, you have to ride on the fabulous plane coming from overseas. Then you have to get on a smaller plane. Like everybody knows that. Like, she going on. And that's when you can tell that, she might be fabricating some things. Then she gets to talking about the fabulous chef that's gonna be cooking her fabulous meals and everything, and she get to showing off her sign of showing everybody, look, I have a sign, and you just pour the water on there and all the steam, which I guess the sign is good and everything, but that just makes me think, oh my goodness, that seems like that would be very hot and I would be very irritated. But it's supposed to be relaxing, I guess. But anyways, she get to showing off the sign, and there's people doing constructions around the house. I thought it was an earthquake at first, and I guess some people on her live thought it was an earthquake. But next thing you know, she just slipped and fell and bust her head. But the thing is, since nobody knows the location of where she's at, all the people who are watching her live is just like calling the 911 dispatch, like, hey, homegirl was on her live, she slipped and fell, and now she is not gonna lay it out in this sign up. We don't know how to get to her, but going through her social media, okay, she was here, she's supposed to be in this area. Eddie was able to see the street sign from a street where she was at. I was like, okay, cool. Well, they get there, the construction crew's like, there ain't nobody in there. We doing construction on this house. So I was like, oh, so she was lying. But we find out the girl, this jet setting life that she's supposed to be living, it's all fake, and the house is not even hers. But I don't know you know, I don't know what caused her to lose more followers. The fact that she was lying, or the fact that, like, all of this, it was stuck to a hot stone in the sauna. I think the people be like, nah, you been lying to us. Nah, we ain't gonna forget that. We was only following you because you had this jet setting life. Which, side note, I enjoy watching those videos when people are like flying on like first class tickets going like overseas, and like this one dude, he had a living room, a bathroom, and a bedroom on a plane. Didn't know certain things like that existed. I love watching like traveling vlogs, like people going on the train and like traveling on the train, and they having their own bedroom with like a little bathroom on there. I enjoy that so much. But these days, people just be lying, lying for the gram or doing it for the gram. Like, there was a place, I don't know where, it was like, they did a whole, I don't know who it was. It was like exposing people, like all these girls be like, yes, I'm on a plane going to Dubai. And it looks like, the people were on the plane. But it's just like on it, like, they didn't build what looks like a plane, and you can come there and, I guess, spend how much ever money, and you get you some not green lights, but some ring lights, and you can take you some pictures, and you too can look like you were on a plane to Dubai or wherever. You're on a private plane as well. People are always lying, and trying to make it seem like their life is a lot bigger than what it is. And yeah, Henrietta and Karen, they went to this ice bar hotel restaurant situation. Who thought that that was a good idea? I seen like some years ago, like there was this ice hotel. I don't want to be cold when I'm sleeping, so me sleeping, I don't care if y'all done put down some fur on this block of ice, and I gotta wear this doggone full on fur doggone situation just so I can sleep. I don't like being cold. When I'm cold, I can't sleep comfortably. And I don't like being too hot, and I don't like being cold. So I definitely would not want to be eating at this restaurant, this cold ice bar restaurant. I just want to do it. Then they got to deal with somebody that broke into their car And Karen, she'd have left her wallet in there. So now they got to deal with canceling credit cards and all these other things. Like, I will be mad, one, I didn't spend my money to be into this cold bar restaurant situation. And then I didn't even enjoy the food there. So now I gotta order food somewhere else. And then somebody then broke into my car. Yeah, I would have been pissed. So we got this. It's called Speed Marriage Show. Kind of like Married at First Sight. You meet your spouse when the bride gets down to the altar. But the groom, he looked like he was going through some stuff at first. He get down there, they about to say the vows, and this is what I'm apologizing. Maybe I should have just watched this again. My TV got acting up because it was raining cats, dogs, monkeys, and swirl last night here in Houston. But the groom passed out. I'm like, ooh, what happened? And when they get there and they open up his chest, I was like, okay, y'all ain't see this red mark on his side, like something going on. He unfortunately is like one out of like 10,000 people who like heart and spleen is on the other side. And Henrietta, because she going to medical school and all this other stuff. She knows some things. Just like there's blood, filling up in this area. We got to do this. If I'm wrong, I'm gonna collect his lungs. Like basically that. But the bride, she seemed more concerned that she was gonna be an old maid because she wasn't able to get married that day than she was that the man that she's supposed to be married is lay out here on the floor. Now I'm sorry, I'm the type of person I would be concerned, like, oh my goodness, is he gonna be all right now? Oh my goodness, I'm gonna be an old maid or old hag like my sister. I'm like, girl, really? And this probably would have been TV gold had, the 118 gave their consent to be like, yeah, we'll consent to us being on this episode. That would have been TV gold for them. Where we at? So we had this mother and daughter. They out taking them a hike, and they come upon this like scene to where the Cold War was at, and there was a silo that was not it was not secured. Could not get my words out, y'all. Apologize. And I'm like, first of all, I was like, I'm assuming nobody knew that this area was not that the ground that this silo was able to collapse like that, or they would have like section it off or something. But the kids, as they run around having fun because they with mama on the weekends, and daddy got custody of them. They having fun running around, and like the oldest daughter, her foot goes into the ground, and mama with cat like reflexes pushes her out of the way, and then she falls to the ground. I'm like, ooh. But like when the 118 get there, the kids is like still close to the area. Like something about me, I would have been like, okay, I'm scared for my mama, but this location right here don't seem like it is safe. So maybe I should back up just a little bit. Like they was still like a few feet away from where the area was at, but maybe that's just the paranoia in me. And like if I'm ever actually in a situation like that, maybe I will be thinking differently. But they get down there, and the mama, she already know that she not gonna make it. She's coughing up blood. It's not looking good. So she was like, just let me talk to my daughters because I'm not gonna make it out of here. And it was so sad, y'all. I was like, man, I thought this was gonna be an episode where we weren't gonna lose nobody. And they like when she come there, they put the oxygen on her and brought her on up, put the kids in the ambulance. The two youngest daughters, they sitting there like, yay, we in a doggone fire truck. And it's like, how come the older sister, she knows something is off. And it's like, right, the sirens going, and this older sister's like, mommy doesn't need the sirens anymore. And they're like, okay. Like, what do you do in that situation? Then Chimney had to be the one to call the ex-husband and let him know what's going on. It was just sad. But the thing is, they're going to blame themselves because if we hadn't ran over here and running around, Mama wouldn't have failed, and Mama wouldn't have failed to her death. Yeah, that was a sad moment. I was like, man. Lastly, I'm gonna say this: I am Karen, and Karen is me. Going out sounds all fun and all, but once that tiredness hits you, you don't want to go nowhere. I've gotten to the age where like I'm getting in the shower at like 7:30. By 8 o'clock, I'm sitting in bed on my tablet and half watching TV. There was a time when I was a younger person, say like 10 some years ago, I could stay up to 3 o'clock in the morning watching Law and Order and other shows and wake up fresh as a daisy. Now, I'm lucky if I'm not gonna not sleep by like 12:15. There's plenty of times I didn't fell asleep watching something and I didn't woke up to tell me how am I supposed to live without you? You know, you didn't fell asleep. The next thing you know, you done woke up to doggone infomercials about all them songs from the 80s and 90s, and you doggone waking up confused. That is me all the time. But back to what I was saying. Karen, she had this moment of where all the people at work, they younger than me, they be going out every night. And I'm like, I've been to a grown up club one time in my whole entire existence of life. After I turned 21, my cousin wanted to take me to a club, so because she knew there was no way I was ever gonna go. So she wanted to say that I had an experience of going to the club. Now, when I was younger, I went to this little teen spot in Indiana called what's it called, Harky's, where basically it was music. You can go there and buy you like something to eat, and then like in another section it was ice skating. I was the ice skating girl. Went there almost every Friday with my cousin. I did that when I was younger. As far as an adult club, went there one time, didn't see the hype out of it. It was too crowded. But I was like, I that was it. But Karen, she's going to this. All the people at work, they going out every night. They having all these adventures, and she was like, I spent my 20s working hard, you know. But like, I be tired. This is her. And I'm like, I feel you, Karen. I be tired too. I don't want to be doing stuff. But they got an alert that one of Henrietta's cards that was inside Karen's wallet has been used. It was like, we've had to get our detective on. So they didn't went to the club, got the girl's ID, like, hey, we want to cancel out this. Okay, this homegirl is, give me that, cause that ain't her. This is me. Bam. They found homegirl was like, you was stealing. Why is your name Chloe but spelled Klowee or something else like that? My mama made me spell it like my mama spelled it that way. Police officer, get her. And then they had them a little bit of fun. So that was the episode. That was suggested. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment below. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. It's free all day, every day, for $99. Make sure your notifications are on so when my beautiful face puts up a video. You can click on it, you can like and share with your people, and you can come over and be one of my peoples. If you're already one of my peoples, welcome back. Y'all know what to do. Tell your people to tell their people to come over and be one of my peoples by clicking that icon above. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.